Welcome, everyone, to our 2024 U.S. Open preview show. I have Paul Scott with my good friend Matt Berkey. Matt, are you doing like some math problems there, or what was that about?
I was trying to do US Open in letters, but I wasn't sure whether to do it backwards or in the mirror. I'm not sure what's this camera doing, but that's what I was going for.
Love it. How are you? Are you ready?
Listen, I'm excited. The US Open starts tomorrow. How much more excited can you get? Unless, hey, if you're opening this video in the app or the email and you're opening today, the US Open starts today. Let's get excited. So awesome. So, Paul, have you been looking at the course? Have you seen pictures? It looks different. Pinehurst looks different than times it was last played there.
It does. I would say I did watch a little bit on the Golf Channel, but I mostly have been relying on our preview by the Fairway Father on the app and the email. So make sure you take a look at that. It's probably too late if you're already seeing this video to help you on your team, but maybe you can give yourself a pat on the back after you read his preview. If anything, Matt, it just gives you something that you can follow along certain holes, different things like that as you're watching the tournament.
Great job, Jacob, on that article. The Pinehurst #2, lots of sand. We're going to see lots of people hacking out of sand and brush and dune grass, everything like that. Hard, fast greens. So, I have a few friends who live down at the Pinehurst Resort. One of them from our church is one of the drivers. So he's met golfers already. So we'll have some insider stories there. So that's super cool.
You have to get him to play, Matt. I don't know why he's not playing with us then.
Get him to play in the U.S. Open?
No, play in the Fore Fathers tournament with us.
He might win with all the insider information.
Why not? Yeah,
would have been good. Paul, did you see that they paired Scotty, Xander, and Rory together? 1, 2, 3 in the world.
That's a power pairing. I don't know how that's going to play. I think Scotty's not going to be bothered by it. I don't think Xander really. I think Rory's going to be the only one that could be hit or miss with. I feel like he gets a little, I don't know, maybe in his mind or bothered with that. I think Scotty, if Scotty's not even bothered by getting arrested and throwing in a cell, it's not going to bother him. But the other guys, I'm not sure about.
Yeah, we'll see. Paul, your camera's shaking. You got some fancy wallpaper behind you. Where are you at, big guy?
I am in a hotel right now. We're on vacation. We were at Disney, Matt, and I'm really trying to just be our former winner, good friend of the program, Steve Jr., I should say, was in a hotel room last time when he won. So I'm just trying to follow his lead here and do the same thing.
All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Talking about our former winners, Fore Fathers Cup standings right now, we have Cowabunga at the top with 2 top 3 finishes. Snipers, Sandlappers with 1 win and a good finish at 2. Down at 13th is Stevie, our past champion. It only bumped him up to 13th. And Stevie is a double defending champion this week. He won our last tournament last month, and he won last year's U.S. Open. So pressure's on him to perform again at the U.S. Open. We'll see how he can do.
Yeah, I don't think it's too late, Matt. I think for even some of those people, I think we've talked about this, you really need to win, I think, the last 2 events. But if you win this event and then you have a great finish at the next event at the British, you definitely could possibly win. So it's interesting to follow and see.
Yep, a big field helps. Last I saw, Paul, I think we had 51 teams in. So a big field gets more Fore Fathers Cup points in there. And
yeah,
we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, can I share the thing I'm super excited to see, Matt, that we have here. We have Detective Gillis actually playing with us this week.
I saw that,
Bill, and he did a change of heart. He actually picked Scotty this week, so I'm excited to see that. Thank you for playing Detective Gillis.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't rip his pants this weekend in our Fore Fathers Challenge.
Those $80 pants get you every time.
We hate to replace those. So, Paul, some other team notes. We have a lot of option A's. People picked 2 tier 1 golfers. A lot of teams, including 2 teams with Scotty and Xander going 1, 2. I almost went that, so I'm glad somebody did. I'll get to see how I would have done had I done that. And another thing I noticed as we see the teams come in, by the way, we don't look at anyone's teams before we submit our own teams. That's like Fore Fathers code. But now that we see the teams coming in, a lot of people, Paul, picked low scores for the tiebreakers. 13 unders. There's like someone picked a 21 under. And from everything I hear about this course, it's going to be hard. And so I think I went 4 under with the tiebreaker. Do we think, like, are there going to be a lot of birdies this week? Or I'm expecting a lot of 3 putts and closer to par.
It could go either way, Matt. I mean, the conditions are really nice. We're going to get into that at the end. It's a flat course. Weather's going to be pristine. So I think it just all depends on how the USGA really plays it. Are they going to let the greens dry out? Are they going to water it? What are they going to do? I expect a lot of birdies maybe Thursday, Friday. I think it's going to get really hard Saturday, Sunday. And I'm kind of with you. I think the winning score is going to be 7, 8, somewhere in there.
All right, I went even, I went 4 under. So we'll certainly see what kind of test it can put up. And with some teams that are common, the tiebreaker might come into big play. So we'll see how that shakes out.
And we do have some teams went with, are unique. We're able now to track, thanks to some things that Stevie did, we're able to track team uniqueness. So some teams like Big Trouble and Little Link, they have a higher team uniqueness, so we can kind of see that. But so far we have 25 teams, Matt, who have Scotty. 48% of the teams have Scotty. Our second most chosen player is Cam Smith at 12. Teams have him at 23%. So there's definitely some options out there for those people who don't have Scotty. And if you do have Scotty, good for you, because he's the best player in the world, Matt.
Yeah, I went Scotty, and I took Alex Noren as my tier 4. And no one else would take it. One other person took it, but trying to hit on some unique golfers with my other guys. But Paul, if you had to bet on the winner right now, would you take Scotty and Xander to win, Scotty or Xander to win, or the rest of the field?
I think that's an interesting question, Matt. I'm going to take Xander and Scotty. I would almost just take, you could even say Scotty for the field. I feel like just straight up. And I feel like I would still take Scotty there. I mean, Scotty's just unbelievable, Matt. Just playing the Memorial Tournament. I mean, just everything that's been going on. I think people should just ride him. I went the 8 tier 4s just to mix it up and trying to catch some lightning in a bottle with some different guys. But I mean, it's hard to go wrong with Scotty, and I think Scotty goes out and he probably wins it again.
We'll think. I would be surprised if he wins. I mean, it's just hard to win. I kind of think the same thing's going to happen with Xander. Xander was a guy who's on the brink of winning a major for years and never did. I think we're going to see it twice in a row. I think like a Tony Finau or who's the guys that haven't won, like Tommy Fleetwood.
How about Cantlay, Patrick Cantlay?
Good players for a long time, but first major. That's what I'm calling. That's what I'm calling.
Max Homa. It could be one of those guys. So you're not saying Martin Keimer goes out and win his 3rd major then, Matt?
Been playing? Is he in the field?
Martin Keimer is in the last year of his exemption from when he won in 2014. I considered picking him, Matt, but I did not. I went with Webb Simpson, another former U.S. Open winner.
All right. It'll be fun. So, guys, enjoy this week of golf. It's the U.S. Open. Comes around once a year.
And another thing coming up, Matt, on Sunday. Do you remember what that is? Another special day.
Maybe like the best day in all the year, Father's Day. Should we crown it for Father's Day, since it's on the U.S. Open and Father's Day?
Let's do it. Let's crown it. I want you to make a graphic on like a crown. I don't know how many hours that's going to take you.
For Father's Day?
Yep. We'll put some crowns on there. So hopefully we will see you or whoever you are, if you're watching this video, on Sunday to join us as our champion.
As the winner. It'll be awesome. All right, everybody. Have a great week watching golf. Good luck, and let's have some fun.
See ya.